And now it has been over a year and a half since 3 Baltimore firefighters lost their lives on Stricker Street. Lieutenants Paul Buttram, Kelsey Sadler, and paramedic Kenny Lacayo all died fighting a vacant home fire, which some are calling an avoidable tragedy. And tonight, Fox 45 News is sitting down with John McMaster, the lone firefighter who survived that day. He says it has been a long road to recover emotionally, mentally, and physically. Maxine Stricker shares his story.
The day started like any other day for me.
January 24th, 2022. Should have been just another day at work for John McMaster, but now it's a day forever ingrained in his mind.
Took my job from me. I love that job. I love the men and women that I work with the Baltimore City Fire Department.
It's the day his career with the Baltimore City Fire Department came to an end.
I was on leadoff that day, which means that I get the supply line and hook that to the hydrant.
The call came in early in the morning for a 2-alarm fire on Stricker Street.
Kelsey was to my right, Kenny was in front of me.
Once inside the home,
something came down and hit me in the back of the head, and the next thing I know, it started crumbling down on us, trapping us.
McMaster and 3 other firefighters, Lieutenant Paul Buttram, Kelsey Sadler, and Kenny Lacayo,
we just had a collapse. Mayday, mayday, mayday.
couldn't get out.
There was too much weight, too much lumber on us, and so we were trapped. I called out for help. I was calling out my company, Engine 14, Engine 14.
As McMaster's cries for help grew louder, he began to run out of air.
I reached out and I was able to find Kenny's hand. It was pitch black, you couldn't see anything. It was still on fire, so it was still smoky. I tried to reassure Kenny that we were going to be okay. I told him, brother, we're going to be fine. They're going to get us out of here. But you've got to open up this pipe because we are burning up right now. And Kenny did that.
A matter of minutes trapped in the dark felt like hours.
What I tried to remember was, you know, pictures of my families and my friends. I tried to imagine them.
And he says death was at his door.
I thought at that time this was it for me.
But then came a touch.
Eventually I can feel some tugging on my pack, pulling me back.
It was after days at shock trauma.
I was awake and I was still back. I still had a tube in my throat, and when the nurses would come up, I would ask for a pen or a pencil and a piece of paper, and I just kept writing 14 with a question mark.
McMaster learned his 3 fellow firefighters didn't make it.
And then you're left knowing that they weren't able to get everybody out. And you feel bad and you feel possibly guilty because they were all such great people.
McMaster was left with injuries, including memory loss that will last a lifetime.
I have a burn on my right foot, the inside of my right calf, my right shin, the outside of my left shin, a burn on my hamstring, a burn on the bottom of my buttocks, 2 burns on my back, a burn on my right arm, a burn down my chest, and a burn on my neck.
As he continues on his path to recovery, he's joined the families of the fallen firefighters, filing notice of their plans to sue the city.
We didn't know that the house was vacant. We didn't know there was prior fires at this house. We didn't know there was prior collapses at this house.
Calling the tragedy preventable and unforgivable, he wants to see the vacant home crisis addressed now.
The house was able to come down after Stricker Street, right? After it killed 3 of my brothers, then it was able to be demoed. What's the holdup on demoing the houses now?
The line of duty report released after the fire confirmed firefighters were unaware of the danger inside the home and outlined departmental leadership and cultural issues. It also included pages of recommendations, some of which the fire union says the department has addressed, including marking vacant homes with red signs. But McMaster says it's all too late.
I'm sad, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
As his life will never return to what it was before that January day.
You always know that you lost 3 of your brothers and sisters in a preventable fire. And that makes me sad also. It makes me angry. But it makes me sad that it seems like nothing's being done about this.
Maxine Stricker, Fox 45 News.
Well, following the Stricker Street fire, the city relaunched the Code X-ray program. Maxine mentioned it, which labels unsafe vacant homes with that red sign. Late last year, Fire Chief Niles Ford stepped down after a scathing report, also in Maxine's piece into the Stricker Street fire. 3 weeks ago, Mayor Scott nominated Chief James Wallace to lead the Baltimore City Fire Department.
I'm Maxine Stricker. Thanks for watching. Here's another video to watch. Also, take a moment to subscribe to our channel.